HNNCast with Space Road on the Hacker News Network.
HNNCast is sponsored by Immunity, makers of canvas and other fine products. www.immunitysec.com. Become a sponsor. Contact sales@hackernews.com.
This is Space Road of the Hacker News Network, and this is HNNCast for the second week of July 2009. Our top story this week: an updated version of My Doom is now being blamed for the massive DDoS attacks that have recently been targeted against several US and South Korean government sites since July 4th. The attacks were launched from a botnet of over 50,000 machines being controlled with malware that was first discovered in 2004. South Korean government officials initially blamed North Korea for the attacks that forced several sites to become unreachable. It is now believed that the attacks were not perpetrated by any official government. So much for that hyped up cyber war. Solo, aka Gary McKinnon, the 43-year-old man who has been fighting extradition from the UK to the US for breaking into numerous government computer systems, including those at NASA, looking for information on UFOs and aliens, has won the support of Sarah Brown, the wife of the UK Prime Minister. Sarah Brown met Solo's mother, Janice Sharp, at a meeting organized by Trudy Style, wife of the musician Sting. A 4,000-name petition organized by the National Autistic Society was presented to Miss Brown by Solo's mother. Solo has also garnered support from Joseph Gutines, a cybercriminal investigator at NASA itself. Solo is expected to be extradited within the next few weeks. He has been accused of causing $700,000 worth of damage and is facing the possibility of up to 60 years in jail. He kinda looks like an alien, doesn't he? Microsoft has released information regarding an actively exploited zero-day vulnerability in ActiveX on Windows XP. The vulnerability allows attackers to remotely take control of a victim's computer without the user doing anything at all. The vulnerability has been actively exploited for at least a week, with thousands of sites already using the hole for drive-by attacks. Microsoft learned of the hole a year ago, but did not issue its advisory until it was massively exploited earlier this week. Microsoft is planning on releasing a patch during this month's Patch Tuesday, and in the meantime has advised people to turn off ActiveX. You have to wonder how long this hole has been exploited before anyone noticed. This is why full disclosure is so important. The judge in the trial against the Sarah Palin email intruder, Rubico, aka Davis Cornell, has ruled that neither the prosecution nor the defense can use the word hacking during the trial, and instead should refer to the incident as an unauthorized access to a protected computer. Wow, a judge with some sense. I mean, really, guessing a password isn't even a hack anyway, is it? So earlier this week, some enterprising researchers discovered that it was trivially easy to guess someone's social security number if you knew when and where they were born. They trotted out all kinds of statistics and uber-cool mathematics to back up their claim, but honestly, anyone who's been around for a while knew this already. Here at HNN Studios, we were able to dig up an old BBS text file from 1992 that easily explains the first 5 digits of the social security number. The last 4 digits, of course, is the hard part, but these guys really haven't discovered anything new. We will be back with more news right after these messages.
What was the most trusted name in Hacker News? The voice of reason. The Hacker News Network. HNNCast launches 011110. Be there, be there. Advertise with HNNCast. Sponsor and advertiser packages available. For more information, contact sales@hackernews.com.
So everyone remembers back in 1992 when the Software and Information Industry Association released that cheesy rap video, "Don't Copy That Floppy." What? You forgotten about it? You never saw it? You're not old enough to remember? Well, let's take another look.
You say, I'll just make a copy for me and a friend. Then he'll make one and she'll make one, and where will it end? One leads to another, then 10, then more. And no one buys any discs from the store. So no one gets paid and they can't make more. The posse breaks up and that closes the stores. Don't copy that floppy.
You gotta love those early 80 production values a decade later. Well, the SIA thinks that it's time for a remake and have already released the trailer for the upcoming video. You would think that they would change the guy doing the rap, or at least update the cheesy production, but no, the new version looks like it will be just as bad. Here's a clip from the trailer.
I'm back, it's me, DP, digital protector for creativity. Don't copy that floppy was when floppies were new. Now we copy much more than floppies could do. Don't copy that. What? Why don't copy that? What? Why don't copy that?
Oh yeah, get down with it!
Because it's not just a copy, it's a crime.
I don't know, man. The full video is set to be released later this summer. I know I can't wait until it shows up on BitTorrent. Conrad, aka Jonathan James, evidently committed suicide a year ago after being linked to the massive identity theft at TJ Maxx. In a 5-page suicide note, Conrad indicated that he was innocent, but did not trust the Justice Department to get a fair trial. Conrad gained notoriety in 2000 when he became the first juvenile to receive a federal sentence for breaking into a computer. Information for this report was gathered by Kevin Poulsen of Wired. Millworm, a very popular exploit archive, was briefly shut down earlier this week by its maintainer Stroke. Stroke said that he just didn't have the time to keep the archive maintained to his personal high standards. He has, however, stated via Twitter that he will be turning the site over to a new group to keep the archive online and up to date. He is currently working on getting the site back online. Torrent Reactor, a major BitTorrent search engine, has become the victim of an iframe attack and is now spewing malware through dozens of vulnerabilities onto its visitors' systems. In addition, Now Torrents, another torrent search engine, briefly lost control of its domain on Thursday. First the Pirate Bay sells out, and now this? Okay, where am I supposed to get my movies from now? Here's an update to a story we mentioned last week. The criminals who stole $415,000 from Bullitt County, Kentucky, have been traced back to the Ukraine. The criminals evidently gained access to the county's machines using a customized version of the malware known as Zeus or Zbot. The malware then allowed the attackers to set up a VPN with the victim's machine, bypassing any IP address checks implemented by the bank. At least 25 unknowing employees of the Fairlove delivery service were caught up in this scam, as they unknowingly assisted the criminals by being money mules. The FBI is still investigating the incident. Information for this story came from Brian Krebs of the Washington Post. Earlier this week, noted cryptographer and internet superhero Bruce Schneier has admitted that he may have been wrong regarding password masking. Huh? Hey, who wrote this? This is right? This is verified? Bruce Schneier was wrong. You're sure? The internet still work? Yeah, okay, I guess. But my entire religious makeup just came crashing down. What the hell am I going to do now? Bruce Schneier was wrong. Wow.
Advertise with HNNCast. Sponsor and advertiser package is available. For more information, contact sales@hackernews.com.
Remember, if you have any news you think we should report, send it to news@hackernews.com. You have been watching HNNCast. This is Space Rogue for the Hacker News Network.
Funny do bad things.